In a current news, Senator Ume has accused the former head of state, military general in Nigeria, of having a wrong account of the Nigeria Biafra war that took place in 1967 to 1970 as of that time. Senator Ume, to go on, your account of Biafra war is reading with falsehood. Anambra State Senator Ume has said Yakubu Gowon's recent account of the Civil War is full of falsehood. The senator representing Anambra Central Senatorial Zone, Senator Victor Ume, has described a recent account by former military general of state, General Yakubu Gowon, about 30-month civil war was full of falsehood. Ume, who spoke to journalists in Oka, challenged Gowon to toe the line of his counterpart, military General Ibrahim Babangida, by writing a book to give a factual account of what caused the war. Gowon had, in a recent interview on Arise TV, blamed Biafra leader late Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu as being the cause of the war. Gowon also insisted that the war was not targeted at Igbos, but in a sharp reaction, Ume, in an interview with journalists in Oka, said it was either Gowon is tired of lying or he is just suffering from dementia. Ume said, "We will not allow Gowon to lie or twist history. All that he said are false. At 91, I will not want to join issues with him, except for course if he is suffering from dementia. He has not done what he should be doing at this late stage of his life. It is time for him to speak the truth to heal the pains of that war. The war ended 51 years ago, and we have moved on. But for him to come back at 91 years of age and begin to lie is unfortunate, and it means that he is not thinking about how to live Nigeria in peace." He said the reason the Civil War was fought was to keep Nigeria one, but is Nigeria one today? The president was in Benue yesterday, where people of Gowon zone were being slaughtered on a daily basis. So what has he done to make Nigeria one? I challenge him again to write his own truthful account of what led to the war. He should know that conscience is an open wound and only the truth can heal it. He should stop running about. Let him come out boldly and say sorry to the Igbo people of Nigeria. You remember that the coup brought about Awolowo from prison, and instead of using him to unite Nigeria, he bought him and made him federal commissioner in charge of finance, and they started driving economic policies that were aimed at exterminating the Igbos. Gowon is one who laid the foundation for all the problems Nigeria is having today. He is the one who brought the Igbos and Yorubas at the crossroad, and mistrust came in. We have paid dearly for his actions and inactions, and we don't want to be insulted more, and these things he is saying will aggravate our wounds the more. So let him stop talking. If he wants to say the truth, let him go and write his own book, so that when he is no more, his book will be circulated and he will be judged. Ojukwu is no more to join issue with him. When Ojukwu was alive, he was talking and Gowon refused to talk. And now that Ojukwu is dead, he has started talking, and that is unfortunate. T.Y. Danjuma is still alive, and he was the one that led the arrest of Agui Ironsi and his unfortunate assassination. And I don't know what T.Y. will be thinking after hearing Gowon that he didn't know anything about what happened in Nigeria. What does he want us to believe? How can he say such a thing? Ume charged. The senator further states that Gowon betrayed the Aburi Accord reached with Dum Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, and it lit fire of a war that devastated the southeast. What happened after Aburi was a complete betrayal, and the attempt now to rewrite history is an insult to the memory of those who died. He keeps claiming the war wasn't against Igbos, but the facts speak otherwise. Igbo soldiers were targeted, Igbo business destroyed, and our people were starved and marginalized. I cannot sit and watch while people who played central roles in that war routine to distort history. We must tell the truth if we want healing, he said. All right, this is coming from Senator Ume. These are life witnesses who were there during the Nigeria Biafra civil war. According to him, Gowon is trying to twist the truth, and of which him, Ume, will not allow. NSTAR's link absolve indictment of judiciary, IPOB says. The indigenous people of Biafra has described the ongoing trial of its leader, Mazi Nnamdi, and what transpired in court as a full-blown indictment on the Nigeria's judiciary system and exposure of the federal government's reckless abuse of judicial processes. In a statement released on Friday, the spokesman for the pro-Biafran group, Powerful, said what transpired at the federal court in Abuja on Thursday exposed the federal government's last gasp effort to blame Kanu for the 2020 NSAS process. Powerful said it is high time the world took urgent and critical notice of the federal government falsehood and ongoing sham. Trial of the pro-Biafran leader before Justice James Omotosho and the Federal High Court, Abuja, insisting that the trial is a conspiracy built on falsehood and media manipulations. He said, Thursday, June 19, 2025 marks a pivotal moment in a case that has from inception been sustained by a toxic cocktail of deceit, media manipulation, evidential fraud, and a calculated campaign to criminalize self-determination. Following the conclusion of cross-examination, the prosecution led by Chief Awomolo San has closed its case. In response, the defense team led by the eminent Chief Kanu Agabi San indicated his readiness to file a no-case submission, citing the total failure of the prosecution to establish any shred of evidence linking Mazi Nnamdi to any offense known to law, much less terrorism. As a result, Justice Omotosho adjourned the case to July 18, 2025 for the adoption of the final written addresses. But let it be stated with absolute clarity, what transpired in court yesterday was not merely a defeat for the government. It is a full-blown indictment of the Nigerian state reckless abuse of the judicial processes. Despite the courtroom being governed by restrictive reporting rules, it is a matter of public record that the last procession witness, PW5EEE, a supposed intelligence officer, collapsed under the weight of cross-examination by the very excellent Dr. Onyechi Ikpeazu San. The witness was evasive, contradictory, and pathetically unprepared. So damning was his performance that even the prosecution's lead counsel, Awomolo San, had to caution him in open court. Justice Omotosho was visibly exasperated and at several points compelled with witness to answer basic yes or no question he was deliberately evading. The government's last gasp effort at prompting up this collapse case was laughable attempts to blame Mazi Nnamdi for the NSAS protest, a grassroots youth-led movement that began at Uyeli, Delta State. According to PW5EEE, the nationwide protest against police brutality was incited by Kanu'S broadcast, and the government now claims absurdly that he was its mastermind. This desperate narrative is not just intellectually bankrupt, it is morally obscene. Powerful said among the disturbing revelation in court was the no evidence of the 200 security operatives allegedly killed by the Southeast was presented, adding that no names, no ranks, no station, no death certificate was presented for the proof. The assessment report purportedly tying IPOB to security breaches was not even produced in 2020 when these incidents supposedly happened. It was fabricated only this month, June 2025. A staggering admission of falsification that should provoke outrage from every decent human being. The autopsy reports and coroner certificates were unsigned, unverifiable, riddled with forgeries. The unnamed persons who discovered these phantom bodies were conventionally absent from their entire prosecution case. This is not law, it is fiction. All right, this is coming as a result of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu'S case. This is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you could be the first. Thank you for listening. God bless you.